Maxie again with another video. I just wanted to make a quick video about some tips on how you can grow your hair. One of the most important tips that for me personally is to not use any shampoo or conditioner that has sulfates and parabens in them. So if you have any shampoo or conditioner that has that stuff, the best thing to do is to get rid of those and buy some that doesn't have sulfates or parabens in them. The second thing that I noticed when I was growing my hair after I went natural, it was about 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, I went natural in 2015. I did my big chop in 2016, so it's been 4 years since I started going natural. And what I've noticed is that my hair loves water. Every time that I went through a period when I was doing my natural hair before I did my big chop and after my big chop, if I kept it saturated a lot, like just, you know, every morning I had to put water in there just to get it to style because it's so thick and curly. So I noticed that when I had water in there a lot, for example, if I went 1 week that I had more water in my hair than another week, I noticed that it grew more during that week that I got it wet most of the time. Well, my hair loves water, and putting water in it helped my hair a lot to grow fast. And then another thing is to take a multivitamin. I have taken some before and then I kind of stopped. I'm really bad with taking medicine and pills. I always forget. I have to set a reminder on my phone to remember to take anything because I always forget. But even if you have to do that, if you have to set a reminder or something, just go ahead and do it because it's really important. So take a multivitamin for your hair. One of the things my hairdresser told me is to not take a multivitamin and a biotin and a hair, skin, and nails pill at the same time. If you're going to take them, probably just take one. So either you're taking biotin, multivitamin, or the hair, skin, and nails. I haven't tried any hair, skin, and nails. I've only tried biotin, and that to me didn't really do much, but multivitamin has helped. I took them in the past. I haven't been taking them, and I'm gonna start taking them again. I know I'm supposed to. Another very, very important tip is to, when you wash your hair, I know I just told you to, if you can get water in there more, that helps, but not shampoo. So don't wash your hair with shampoo every time you wash. Try to do shampoo like once a week maybe. I used to do it once every 2 weeks, but I've done it once a week and that was fine too. So do once a week shampoo, and then in between use conditioner. So if you put water in your hair twice a week, then put conditioner both times, but shampoo only one time. If you can limit using shampoo as much as possible, that would help. I have, the way how my scalp is, I get buildup easily on there for some reason, I don't know why. So I have to use the shampoo at least once every week to kind of help get that off there, because if I just put conditioner, it's not gonna help to get that buildup off my scalp. Another very, very, very important tip, one of my most important tips, is that I have a satin cap that I sleep in. It's very important to not sleep on the cotton pillowcase because that dries out your hair. One of the things that my hairdresser had told me was that I was gonna have the most trouble with the ends of my hair because they're more porous than the top for whatever reason, and they get dry faster. Very impressed when I went back to her after about 7 months of getting the first Japanese treatment that my ends weren't dried out, and I have more split ends than usual, but it's not very bad. I've seen worse, and it used to be worse back in the day when I was in school, high school, and I didn't know how to take care of my hair. So that's when it was worse, but now it's pretty healthy. And other than me having some hair fall, which I talked about in my previous video, other than that, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I've done a pretty good job on it, so I'm very proud of myself. I've always taken a lot of pride in my hair and make sure that I take good care of it as much as possible, get my trims when I'm supposed to. Another tip is to not trim your hair too often, because I mean, obviously if you have lots of damage then you have to, but if you notice that your hair is pretty healthy, don't trim it very often, because you're pretty much just cutting off your new growth. So if your hair has grown an inch and you don't really have any split ends, there isn't really any reason to trim it. So don't trim it so often. Maybe like twice a year if you can. I just get mine trimmed when I go and get the retouch on the Japanese treatment. And sometimes, like the first time I got the Japanese treatment, I didn't really like how that hairdresser trimmed my hair. So after that, I went to a different hairdresser, I guess like my primary hairdresser, and she did a good job. She always does a good job trimming that for me. Back to the satin cap tip. So I take the satin cap, I put it over my hair at night, and I sleep with it. I always have it on my hair. I don't sleep with my hair out ever. That is very, very, very important, to not sleep with your hair out, because you want to try to get as much protection on your hair and your ends when you're laying down against something that's going to be rubbing against your hair. You know, when you turn and everything like that, it kind of rubs against your hair. So it's very important to use a satin cap or a silk or satin pillowcase to sleep on. Personally, I don't like the satin pillowcase. I have been trying to find a silk pillowcase, and for some reason I can't find one anywhere. But every time I go online and I Google silk pillowcase, it just shows me satin pillowcases. But I have a satin pillowcase and I don't like it because I feel like my hair makes noise on it when I move, and I don't like that. I don't like the noise. So I just have my satin cap that I put on every night, and it's been working really great. I've been using one for years. Even when I was natural and I had curly hair, I still used it. It's just a really good thing to use on your hair. It's really protective, and I think that's something that everybody should have if you want your hair to be healthy. I'm not saying that there aren't other ways. I'm sure there are tons of other ways to keep your hair healthy, but this is just how I keep my hair healthy over the years. So, well, if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get my updates when I make more updates about my hair. If you have any questions for me, please just list them in the comments. I'm pretty fast about responding to comments because the notification comes right to my phone. So I usually just get on there and respond to that as soon as possible. And thank you.